Welcome to the Bad Movie Night podcast, covering the worst movies you've never seen. We hope you enjoy listening to Bad Movie Night podcast.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Bad Movie Night podcast. My name is Chris, and tonight it is Lindsay's birthday, and that means we are watching the 1986 action movie, Nightforce.
Fucking
Play
Richard
that flute,
Lynch.
Bishop.
That scene.
It's a flutist right there.
We're going to get into the flute thing because that really bothered me. We're going to get into it tonight. It's called a flautist, AJ. Yeah,
It's
you're
fair.
not a flutist.
Flutist,
You're a
flautist.
You
You
say
flout.
flutist. You don't flout.
You
Just loud on the flute.
You flout in the flute.
Hmm.
So happy birthday, Lindsay.
Thank you.
28 years old.
Yep.
And it's been a while though since we've watched an 80s action romp.
Yeah, truly.
The last
That's
time
why I was excited for this.
you brought up Charlie McQuaid or whatever that movie was called.
Lone Wolf and
Oh,
McQuaid.
yeah, that was
Oh,
good.
wait.
And he drives out of the hole, man.
That was so cool.
He revives
All I need is
himself
some
with
beer.
beer. Yeah.
Talk about
That's
a
the only
movie.
way.
And this fits right in with that. We also have exciting news. It was Aaron's birthday on June 1st, 2nd,
It's your brother.
2nd? When was your birthday?
Jesus, June 2nd, yes.
You don't know when my fucking birthday
February
is.
26th.
That's not right.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it is. Okay, but still. You are older than me, so you've been alive longer, so you had more time
Yeah,
to
I
learn
still
when my
remember the
birthday is.
day when you were born, and I was like, fuck, there goes the neighborhood.
Ruined your life
You
forever.
ruined my life.
Dude, I was
Been
playing
ruining ever
Lego
since.
Harry Potter with Miranda today, and we were trying to get Dalby, who was being an asshole, and Miranda goes, "You son of a bitch." About Dalby. And I said, "What did you say?" And she said, "Son of a... Son of a..." And I was-
Gonna laugh at your mom.
That's so funny.
That's great.
he was being a son of a bitch. I granted that. So,
It's like yeah, you got to give him credit for using it properly, right?
I
Yeah.
don't know. I
Yeah.
don't really care.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Exactly.
So, people age. Lindsay's aged. Aaron aged. We're all going to die. The world is on fire. This is the
Really?
best time for AJ to be alive. There's so much doom and despair. He's never been happier. And that's where we are at on the Bad Movie Night episode 340, something like that. We've been
Jesus.
doing this a long time, guys.
Yeah, man.
And here's just 400,000 more episodes. That the quality never
We'll
improves.
Do it
see.
so we don't have any more birthdays left.
Let's see.
Dude, we'll do it till people start dying.
We have no
Like,
It'll just be
Lindsay is
AJ
like
on a pile of
89 years old.
skulls.
Lindsay's like, it's my birthday. And I choose Nightforce. And I'm like, we already watched Nightforce. And you're like, I don't remember.
Who are you people?
That was 37 years ago or something.
So
And
we
then,
won't have to get on here. It'll just be a chip in our brains that connects
Yes,
us to each
It's
that's
other.
like that. It's like that Elon chip, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Aaron will be
God.
gone. Aaron will
Why
be
am
long
I
dead.
dying first?
Spiv,
'Cause I'm the
Spiv will be
oldest.
You're not
exactly
gonna
the
get
same.
the chip to keep you
I will-
alive.
yeah, I'll look
You're
like
gonna
that.
be out.
Spiv won't age anymore. He stopped aging. He hit peak age.
They'll just freeze
I
him.
peak aged. It's just my hair that keeps aging.
Yeah.
Does that hairline keep going back and back and back further and
Oh,
further?
a little bit. It's definitely more
Mhm.
gray though. It's the hair on the top is brown. The hair
Okay.
on the sides and back is gray.
They call that a silver
Let's
fox.
just go
my
all
friend.
gray, man, and rock it.
Okay.
I'm trying. My top hair doesn't
You
cooperate.
just got to dye it.
Do you have the long eyebrows too?
You don't want to dye. You don't want to look like one of those dudes with
You get the
like really
eyebrows that
dark
are like
hair.
6 inches long?
Did you see my
Green
Instagram
swirl from
post
up
today
here.
with the eyebrows?
Yeah.
Yes.
Dude, those eyebrows are hardcore.
All right.
Anyways,
Okay. Moving along.
that's enough banter.
Yeah.
We've reached the
Wow,
banter.
10
I
minutes.
don't want to be
That's the
40
banter.
whatever by the time we get this over with.
Technically only 5 minutes, Spiv, because we did start the pre-show show something that'll get cut from the actual episode.
That is true.
Spiv likes to pad his timing. Makes him feel
Jamie,
better about himself.
I will update you on the Jamie situation. Jamie has listened to the podcast. He did. Well, there's the comments he left.
Really?
But he's caught up now on the episodes. He hasn't left a new recommendation. But Jamie, if you leave a recommendation on the comments this week or soon, we'll cover it next time after Aaron's episode.
Just make it something that won't get us like arrested for being racist or something terrible.
You don't get arrested for being a racist. That's like half the
Maybe
country.
you should, Chris. Maybe you
American
should.
way.
And the people that do the arresting sometimes are the racists. Not all of them, but sometimes. I'm just saying. This is not a political show. Okay?
But wildly accurate.
But you get canceled, okay, Aaron? And we've said a lot of Spiv has said a lot of terrible things on the show. And we haven't
And
got
our
canceled yet.
15 listeners, we can't go any lower.
And
than
I chalk it up to the fact that we have no listeners. And that's why we don't get canceled. But there's always time.
There's
And
time.
now it's time to move on and say, what is Nightforce about? AJ. That's what we have to say.
Great transition.
That's what we're all saying. That's what the people
Lock
say.
that in.
Well, it got really awkward there for a second, talking about
fair. That's
stuff, and
fair.
I was trying
Got a
to
little heated, right?
a little heated. You got to move it on quickly. So, AJ, what is Nightforce about?
When a senator's daughter is kidnapped by terrorists,
I like fucking in the barn.
a team of teenagers decide to take things into their own hands.
Let's gather up the football team.
Will our love triangle entangle them?
I love your food.
Or will they launch on a full-on assault on the Mexican cartel?
You call that a squad?
My monkey?
Find out in the 1987 epic action film that is Nightforce.
Rated R because
It makes no goddamn sense.
a lot of reasons it's rated R. That was good, AJ. Was this 1987? I thought it was 1986.
87.
But I said
Some
86.
places said 86.
I go by
Some
IMDb.
places said 87.
You say flautist, I say 87 or 86.
Yeah, pick whichever one you like, all right?
And now I had to download Roku to watch this movie, so I've got
What?
another.
Internet
Archive.org,
Oh,
man.
there's a web.
Dude, I downloaded Roku. It took 3 seconds to install the app.
Yeah, but
on
now
the
I have another app on my.
I know, Roku's the
What are you
worst.
gonna do?
Oh
How could
my
you survive?
god.
Wow.
First
Takes up
world
so much
problems.
space.
Yeah, really.
I got this huge
scroll
couch
past
and now I have
it.
all these.
You know how long it takes to
convenient apps.
this couch
uninstall that app?
Dude, Spiv, I need you to take a few photos of your couch and then Rebecca take
We'll
a few
have a
photos of her
couch
couch.
battle.
And
Yeah.
then we're
That'd
gonna
be
have a couch
cool.
off
I
next
posted
episode.
Can we see
pictures of my
everyone's
I know.
couches?
I know you
For the
do.
random.
I'll post.
So I think next week we'll do a couch off.
I need to buy
That's
a couch,
fun.
so
That
any
should just be the new
recommendations would be great.
segment.
Yeah, who has a better couch?
My new one is
Joybird,
awesome.
Aaron,
Highly
Joybird.
recommend.
I saw
Aaron,
yours folds out into a sleeper or something.
your couch is not a big sectional like theirs.
No, I don't. I need to buy a couch.
My couch can fit like 12 people on it.
How many
That's
people
cool.
sit
Yeah,
on that
okay.
couch, Spiv?
I told you 12.
How many
Unless
people
I'm
actually
there,
sit on
then
that
no.
couch?
No,
Nine.
officially there would be 6 cushiony spaces.
Okay, but in reality, how many people
In
have sat on
reality,
that
you
couch?
really could fit 12 people.
How many people in your house sit on that fucking couch?
Oh, well, 3. There's 3.
Okay. All right.
Jesus Christ.
Chris.
Well, it could be 6 or it could be 12.
This was not a Chris issue in this question.
Spiv, how many
10,000
cushions
feet.
down do they sit?
Oh, God.
You can swim to New Zealand from my couch.
God, it's the stupidest conversation I've heard in a long time.
I mean, if you just want to look at the map, though, it's not that unreasonable. I'm just saying.
That's from like 3 years ago.
All right.
ready.
Time to move on, though. Talk about 1987, sort of, with the history hole. So let's take a moment, get up in Aaron's history hole, and talk about 1987. Here we go. Oh, God, Jesus Christ.
Oh God.
Why did he
What is going on here?
What?
He photoshopped himself looking like me, which is weird. That looks like me. That's weird.
We are
Do you
related.
rub your titties like that?
Yes.
Get him
Why do you think he has that
clean.
red
I mean-
spot?
I
think we just cracked the-
shower.
The issue here.
I think we all know the
Fine,
answer to that
Fine, I'll
question.
change it. Jesus Christ.
No, it's
I'm
great.
complaining.
What's going on here? Oh my god.
Oh, I like it when he has time to
goodness.
put effort into
If
things.
you don't watch the videos, you should.
Yes. If you needed a reason to watch the video show, you just got one.
Dude, Aaron, the one where your eyes are closed and your head's back, that's what you're gonna look like when you're dead. Like in your casket. That's your casket picture.
I'll take it. That's great. I won't be there. I
So
won't give a fuck.
creepy.
Won't matter to me.
For some reason, I thought of like a social media site like Facebook, but it's just for people caskets. They're caskets. Like that's their profile pictures.
What would
I
you
don't
call
know.
that? What would
I
you
don't
call
know.
that?
I don't know. We'll workshop that through the episode.
Bring
I'm
out
sure.
your dead. All right, so this movie was released in May 1987. In the United States, it was a video premiere, so direct-to-video film. Some other May 1987 films we have American Ninja 2, The Confrontation, which is a stupid name. The Confrontation? Like, that's just
Yeah.
the argument, the disagreement, the quarrel. Like,
Yeah,
come
but-
on, man.
But Aaron, I feel like with the word ninja in there,
The
it provides a little
misunderstanding.
context for what kind of
American
confrontation we're
Ninja 2,
gonna
the
get.
misunderstanding. Like, what the fuck?
Have you seen any of the American Ninjas?
No,
that
I
a
want to see
series
them
we should
though.
do?
I'm sure Sean can probably tell us all about those if he's here.
Ooh, yeah,
Because
Sean.
I'd like to check those out. They sound
Dude.
pretty cool.
AJ,
Lights
your
just
house is
smell.
fucking haunted. AJ, that was
Might
a
be.
ghost.
It might be. Or it's just the tape wearing
AJ, I'm
off.
gonna do a documentary on your basement.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Anyways, all right, cool.
Exciting.
Taking him
Riveting.
seriously right now.
We
Don't look away.
have Creep Show 2, The Gate, Beverly Hills Cop 2, and Ernest Goes to Camp.
Oh,
Man, what a time to be alive.
Yeah. It was pretty cool. You know what I mean, Vern? All right. Our director for this film was Lawrence David Folds,
Yes.
who's known for things like Don't Go Near the Park, The Great Skycopter Rescue.
You see that cover art? It looks amazing.
I know, it looks amazing. And Young Warriors, which is sounds kind of cool, right?
Yeah.
That would be cool. That would fit the podcast.
And that
very
has
well.
Ernest Borgnine as well, which is pretty cool.
Oh, and
So we
James
should
Van
check that
Patten.
one out.
Yeah, we
Get
should
that
check
on
some
our
of those,
list.
man.
Who is in that? James Van Patten.
He's our hero from the movie we watched.
Yeah, as well as Ernest Borgnine. So I think it's worth checking that
Richard
one
Roundtree. It's got
out.
Shaft
Richard Roundtree's
in
in
it.
there too.
Yeah.
That looks freaking sweet.
It looks pretty cool.
You know
so
what,
we should
you know
check
what that
out.
looks like? That reminds me of that John Stamos movie that we watched.
Oh, Too Young Today,
Gotta eat that
Oh,
sandwich,
like that.
man.
or Never Too Young, whatever it is.
Something like that.
Yeah, something like that. That had Gene Richards or Gene Simmons as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Richard,
okay.
Richard Simmons.
Richard
That's the one. That's the one, right?
Okay, this guy was also the co-founder and co-executive director of the Independence Film Festival of Colorado.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So we have 3 writers for this. We have Russell W. Colgan. It's his only writing credit. We have Michael Engel, also his only writing credit. And finally, Don O'Melveny, who also wrote a film called Extramarital.
Oh my.
thought your marriage was.
It's got the Jeff Fahey.
Ooh.
Makes me all excited about Jeff Fahey.
Dude, I would watch that. I love Jeff Fahey.
I know. He's great. We should totally watch that. Our music for this film, we should talk about it because it's pretty 80s. It's pretty cool. So it has 2 people credited for it. We have Bob Rose, which is the name of the guy who was my realtor.
Okay.
Was it the same guy?
No, unfortunately, it's not. But he has 2 credits for a soundtrack for this movie. He was a performer in I Still Remember. He also was a musician in a film called I Could Never Have Sex with Any Man Who Has So Little Regard for My Husband.
What?
Yeah,
I don't disagree with that.
from 1973.
You know?
I mean, yeah.
I don't
Gotta
have
have a
a
little
husband.
respect,
but-
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I think you're right, Chris. I agree with you
Nice.
completely. All right, so that's pretty interesting. But more importantly, we have Nigel Harrison, who's the primary for this. He's done music for soundtracks for like Ready Player One, Beverly Hills Ninja, Coyote Ugly, Cruella, a whole bunch of stuff. Something called Deadly Insects.
Ooh.
Put it on the list.
That
Yeah,
might be
from
good.
1997.
Deadly Insect sounds
Sounds cool.
Blondie
documentary.
things. Like he's done all sorts of cool stuff. No, it's not a documentary, but we should definitely check it out. Oh, we've actually seen it. It's another name for breeders.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I forgot
I
about that
remember
movie.
I don't remember Breeders at all.
Breeders was an alien movie, though, wasn't
Why
it?
do movies
Yeah.
have so many different titles?
Different
That's a
territories.
great question.
Yeah. Marketing.
Yeah, I think so.
Aaron, I found a movie called It's another title for Breeders. Damn it.
It's what?
It is another title. Oh, no wonder. You said Deadly Insects. It's Deadly Instincts. You
No, I
fucking
didn't say
idiot.
Deadly Insects, did I?
You
Yeah,
said
you
Yeah,
did.
you did.
That's why we got excited. We're like, ooh,
Yeah.
dogs.
Yeah.
Sounds cool.
Whatever.
Whatever.
Deadly Insects
get
sounds
back in the
badass.
shower.
Yeah, it sounds
sound
really cool.
badass.
Find a movie called Deadly Insects and we'll
Yeah,
watch
Aaron.
it.
When I looked up Deadly Insects 1997, it brought me to Starship Troopers.
It's a good movie.
You're saying that like it's a bad thing.
We should watch
I
all
love
of
that
those again.
The movie's great. We should watch the sequels. We should do
Oh, yeah, the sequels are fun.
The second one's pretty good.
Trooptober.
Yeah.
All right, that's all I got for the history roll this week.
You want to live for timber? Come on, apes. No, you don't like that
That's
one?
not bad.
It's not bad.
That's pretty good.
All right, whatever.
Would you like to know Movember? Morvember?
No, Aaron. Yeah, and I cannot look at you anymore. We're
at
moving
it.
on.
Look at it.
Time to move on and talk
at it.
about talk about Nightforce. Here we go.
Listen here, Jack. This is the time where you need to sign up for Patreon. Tired of you lying dog-faced pony soldiers over here and all this malarkey. If you go on to patreon.com/badmovienightshow, you can sign up for $2 a month. And you get access to this great wheel that they're saying is, what is it? What is it? A wheel? I don't. You got all this stuff. And then you know what I say? Let's go, Brandon. That's what I say, Jack. So let's go, patreon.com/badmovienightshow. All right, folks, this has been fun, but I need a nap.
Biden.
Fantastic.
Thanks, Biden. I need to do some more. I haven't played around with that AI thing anymore.
What's it called again?
AI voice changer. It's really good.
Yeah.
It's really pretty good.
You should
Like,
just
that
send these
might
other
be-
pretty
people
good.
entering the election. It'd be fun.
I spent like $20 buying
characters.
voices too, so I need to use it.
Jeez.
All right. Let's start with Lindsay, and then we'll start around. 'cause it was your
that's
birthday
fair.
pick, so I figured that's how we can
That's
do
fair.
this.
That's a good idea.
Lindsay, what did you think of Nightforce, and why did you make us watch this? I didn't mean anything by that. I'm just
There was so much in that.
There was
wasn't.
so
Fuck
much
you
in
guys.
that.
It was like an 80-pound sandbag you threw at her
Oh my
face.
god.
whatever. All right, whatever.
What'd you think of this, and how dare you?
No, I found this movie. I found my VHS copy. I have it right here. Found it in the wild several years ago, and it had everything I look for in a bad action movie. Just hit everything. The plot was ridiculous. The title makes no sense. It has Richard Lynch in it, and he has a monkey. I mean, there's so much awesome stuff in this movie, and it's terrible, which makes it even better. So that's why I recommended it.
All right. You do see Richard Lynch's little monkey in this one.
The monkey's name was Pin, I think.
Is that right?
But in the credit or in the closed captions, it kept putting Pam.
Yes.
Really?
Pam the monkey.
Pam the monkey.
I like Pam better.
Me too.
AJ, what did you think of Nightforce?
Yeah, I don't really know how I feel about this movie. I watched the version on archive.org, which wasn't really the best quality. So right off the bat, I was having some
What do you mean?
issues. Yeah, interesting. There's more than one version on there that you could
Yeah.
watch, but they were all pretty rough.
They were pretty rough.
Yeah, it's kind of like your standard, like you said, standard action movie at the time. I don't know. I couldn't find myself. I kept losing, like, I couldn't stay focused on this movie. I tried really hard. I was just having a really hard time latching on to the story. It didn't do anything for me in the way that, like, some of these really, really over the top action movies at the time would do. It just kind of meandered a bit, and I don't know. I wasn't a big fan of this.
Okay, not a big fan. Aaron.
Yeah, kind of the same lines. Like, there's a lot of really great scenes that are really entertaining and fun, but it doesn't feel like a cohesive movie at times. Like, it's just, I think I got distracted easily because I had no idea what the hell was going on or why it was happening. But it feels like a better version of that Ernest Borgnine football team goes to South America.
gosh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Feels like a,
That
had
one
some
kept
good
popping
scenes
in my
out of
mind too.
They didn't kick a football at a helicopter.
I mean, that was
Yeah.
badass.
But
They
like,
missed
I
their
thought
chance.
the characters are fine. I love. I mean, Linda Blair was just obnoxious. Something about her was just her attitude. I just wanted to slap her. And I don't normally feel that way about people, but I just wanted to be like,
Canceled.
I was feeling like Sean Connery there.
Oh my God. Why would you want to slap her? Just because
No, I don't know. It was just her attitude.
wanna
She just felt
slap
really.
her.
It didn't feel like I don't know. Her
She's a little
acting.
too intense.
I think it was her. It was intensity. It was like, calm down. It was just this cheesy '80s movie. But Richard Lynch just fucking steals the show in this thing. I'm like,
Yeah.
British Crocodile Dundee out of nowhere with a flute and
That's
a
a good
monkey.
description.
And I'm just like, I'm on board for that part. So he just stole the movie. And after that point, I didn't really care about anybody else. It's just like I wanted to see him do crazy shit. Monkeys eat bananas, by the way, Chris.
monkeys eat bananas.
Just want to see my little girl.
If I paid for a college course and the teacher started talking about monkeys eating bananas,
You'd be getting your money's worth.
Yeah, you might. You might.
I do want to say the music was pretty cool at times too. There's some pretty great like themey songs in this thing. So
Rebecca.
Yeah, it was back and forth for me too. There were just some scenes that were fun and lots of stuff going on, and then you'd go into the next scene and just kind of drag along through the jungle or wherever they were for a little bit.
It's California.
It was just like a silly concept too, like the fact that these college kids could just take some bazookas and
Right.
AKs
Hey.
and
Their U-Haul
football
full of
team can do
weapons.
it.
yeah.
Yeah, right.
Where,
Where did they get it?
yeah, where do you
senator.
just
It was in the garage.
The senator has connections.
and they just practice shooting it in the middle of California. So
When you're
Yeah.
rich, you can get away with anything.
let's be honest. If we were teenagers with access to that, we would have been playing with that thing too.
Yeah, I would have blown so much
That's
shit
pretty possible, yeah.
up. Not a big fan then.
it was all right.
Spiv.
Yeah, this one after watching the trailer last week, like I thought movie of the year easy, and it was a bit of a letdown from that. But I still enjoyed this movie.
Chris, push your quado away for God's sake.
Sorry, my breast cancer was itching. Oh, Spiv, you missed it in the pre-show. I have breast cancer. It's really red and angry. I don't know
Oh,
what's
yeah?
wrong. Yeah.
Did you feed it? At 10 p.m.?
Mark,
Yeah,
why?
I was on board here. It started to lose steam, and then Richard Lynch came into it and just pulled me right back in because
Yep.
he was fantastic the whole time,
He's
especially
great.
his flute playing.
We know you like a good flutist. Flautist.
It checked all the boxes. I don't know why you guys didn't like this one.
Yeah, I would have thought you would like this. This seems like it'd be up your alley. I have like 3 things to say about this movie.
3 things.
That's it.
Well, the football movie, I don't remember what it was called. The Last Yard or something like
Yeah,
that.
I think that's right.
I think that's what it was. Yeah.
Was it?
Longest yard.
No.
Similar feel.
Isn't
Well-
that the Adam Sandler?
It might be,
that's
but it was.
the,
You guys know what I'm talking about, the football movie where they
Yeah.
go to
Yeah.
Burt Reynolds.
South America or whatever to rescue somebody. I don't remember anything about that movie except the kicking of the football into the helicopter or whatever.
That was cool.
That was amazing. And my problem with this movie is
It didn't have that.
it doesn't
Didn't have
have
that
that.
moment.
Yeah.
I'm not going to remember anything about this movie in
Yeah.
like 3 months.
That's fair.
It's not necessarily a bad movie. It's pretty typical of a generic 80s action movie. And I agree that Richard Lynch really brings life into this thing because I like Linda Blair. I don't like Chad McQueen or the other dude. Like, nobody has charisma until Richard Lynch shows up. The villain sucks ass, and they add in like dark, like molestation,
say
rape, and
anything.
shit,
He doesn't
and it's just
talk.
like gross. And it's like the most simple way to villainize someone is just make them into like a rapist instead of like
Yeah.
making them into an interesting character.
You didn't like Fidel
I think-
Fatro?
I think that actress
No,
must,
Fatro.
she must have gotten paid per nude time or something.
Probably.
Her
Like she
shit
was.
came
scene.
off
That was a
lot.
long scene.
Okay, yeah, you don't fuck in a barn on hay. Okay? You just don't.
You could, but you're gonna regret it.
That is one of my biggest pet peeves is when they have a sex scene in the hay because it's so unrealistic.
Dude,
Maybe
that hay
in
would be
1700s.
up your
It's
ass.
scratchy, it's pokey.
Dude, can you
It'll give
imagine
you a
like
rash.
gyrating, going back and forth on hay and just like going up in your
no.
skin and poking your asshole
No.
and shit? And
But
not
I
in
like
good ways?
to like when he goes back to the party, he has just like random pieces of hay stuck to his suit.
That's kind of realistic, though.
A little bit.
Okay. So those are my two things. My third thing is
Yeah.
if you ever invite me over to your home and you start busting out a flute solo, that is I
Was
hate
so
him
in character for him.
I hate flute scenes. I hated it in Prometheus or Alien Covenant or whatever,
Prometheus.
where David starts playing the flute for 5 minutes and it's like,
It's-
why are we playing the fucking
It's
flute?
perfect in this movie.
Picard
Nobody
played the flute,
in real
Chris.
life plays the flute, Aaron. Nobody.
Richard Lynch does though. Richard Lynch does though. He actually plays the flute, and it was his idea to do it in this movie.
It was
He
terrible.
had it in
Wait,
his
let's
dressing
just
room
watch.
and just brought it out to set.
Let's watch the scene again, and just I want you
I
guys to
had
pay
an
attention.
idea.
It
Look
comes
at
out
the-
of nowhere, too.
Look at the actors.
Okay, yeah, they're like, God, what am I doing here?
At least
He
go
said-
like jazz flute if you're like pep it up a little bit.
Yeah, that's fair.
He says he does
It's a
it to
somber
confuse
moment.
people. That's what he. That's why he says. he
They all
does
look
it.
confused.
They're very confused. Even the
Even the
monkey's
monkey's like,
confused.
Pam is not happy.
She's not. But the basic storyline is this daughter of a senator, played by Cameron Mitchell, who is in so many of these bad movies, and he's doing his typical role in these. He sits at a desk or sits in a chair
That's exactly.
and delivers these lines with passion. Yes.
Good.
God
damn
it.
But can't do a single thing.
He's
Yeah,
got the
his
Steven Seagal
daughter-
role, right?
Terrorists.
His daughter gets kidnapped, but he won't negotiate because it's an election year, and you just can't.
Jesus.
Oh yeah.
Sorry,
Too much at
honey.
risk. So that
I
was
gotta
his
get
daughter, right?
reelected. Yes, that was his daughter.
I like this guy rolling for what reason? I have no idea.
So the other
Battle-
problem is
battle
like
roll.
she gets kidnapped, right? And we're supposed to be like, oh, this is awful. But she's like cheating on her husband and like having an
They're not
affair.
married yet.
Fiance.
Fiance.
Yeah, but we don't
Who's
like
a
her.
douchebag? Who's a giant douchebag
Yeah, he's
and
a-
doesn't do anything to help her?
Which they're only getting married because of status
It's political.
and
Yeah, it was not out of love, AJ. It was
not
like
out
an
of
it was
love.
like an assigned marriage. is
He
what-
has
is the
never
vibe
taken
I
her to the
got.
barn and fucked her on a bale of hay.
Yeah, AJ.
Or
At
chased
least-
after
You said that like that's a bad
kidnappers.
thing.
Look,
She likes it. I'm
So
not
it's
going to
just it's about the money then, huh?
we're not
Make
kid
love to
shaming
me, Aaron.
here. Look, I'm not saying it would be my first choice, but I would do it. Like I would go into the barn and do it.
Totally
If it
do
need-
that.
But it's not like what I want to
No, it's
do.
because
It.
you're desperate, but that doesn't
I'm not
mean
desperate. gave you the apartment tour. I'm not
Because you're
desperate.
I was talking about Spiv.
Oh, yes.
he said he would
super
totally
desperate.
do that. So
Super
it's
desperate.
fine.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That's okay.
At least throw down like a rug or something.
Something. Even then, it's so.
Maybe there
Throw
was-
down like a
maybe-
saddle rug. You know what I mean?
Maybe,
Like,
maybe his jacket was under it because that's why it had hay on it.
That's
Maybe.
possible.
That
That's
whole-
possible.
Seems like
what
you
is
need
this
more
thing
material
about?
than that, though.
What is this thing about people making love in barns that it has to be in
It's
all these
romantic.
movies?
It was an 80s thing, I think.
It was an 80s
I think it was
thing?
an 1800s thing because you could get away with it. Now it's like it's just because people use that phrase. So you try it once and you're done.
Roll in the hay.
Rolling the
Right.
hay.
Hmm.
Young
mean-
Frankenstein worked there.
That whole sex scene came out of nowhere.
Frankenstein.
Yeah,
Man.
it like hit the
Yeah.
screen.
It's
I was
like,
whoa.
boom, breasts.
Well, it's the same with the
thrusting.
shower scene. Just like
Yeah.
talking
was a
about different
little
things, and
out of
then
place.
20 minutes of shower. Okay.
It
And that's
goes
just
on
like
forever.
the whole first part of the movie has all this nudity, and then that's just it. Then it's done.
Yeah.
Like,
She's
Yeah,
naked,
once-
she's naked the whole movie. What do you mean?
Like in the
Oh yeah,
entire
she was
movie.
naked in the cage too.
And she
That's
was
fair.
She was never
She
wearing
wa-
underwear.
I couldn't tell. Mine was so
No.
pixelated
Neither
and
am I.
blurry.
It
I
was
couldn't
really
see.
bad.
It was hard to
Oh
tell.
yeah, no, you gotta watch it on the Roku channel because she
Yeah.
was never wearing underwear
Never.
and very
you don't
short
need to
skirts.
watch it on the Roku channel.
I watched it on the Roku channel.
Yeah.
I
It was
watched it on the
interesting
Roku
elements.
channel.
Was it uncut on the Roku channel?
It was
It's
uncut.
uncut?
It was
It
interesting.
wasn't cut on ours either. It just was so pixelated you couldn't see anything.
And in addition to that sex scene in the hay, there's hay everywhere in this movie. It's everywhere.
Is it a hay fetish?
Yeah, in her cage, she's in hay
She's in
again.
her cave. When they go
Can we
to the
talk
bar
about
in
her
Mexico,
cage?
there's a bunch of
Yeah,
hay
let's talk
everywhere.
about the plastic cage
Do they have a lot
that
of
shakes
bamboo
when
in
you touch it.
Mexico?
Even if it's
Do
bamboo,
they have bamboo
like
in
she could
Mexico?
push
Yeah.
that.
Dude,
over.
that thing's moving in the wind. Did you see that? It's ridiculous.
know.
She
They
can just
were
climb
so
through it.
time it
She's
almost
thin.
falls
She could
It's the
just fit right
worst
through the.
She's a
get
blonde
it.
woman in the 80s. She
You
can
could just
do
open the
nothing.
door and push it over and walk out.
She's incapable of doing
She's
anything for
incapable.
herself.
Lindsay's
the
right.
Aquanet,
It's
it
the
kills
80s.
brain cells.
She's
That's
a woman.
true.
There's no way she can get out. Okay, it's just not feasible.
It's messed
She,
up.
she needs
But-
the dwarf to help her.
Yes.
But the thing with that is, like, yeah, she's set up super damsel in distress. But they imply at the beginning that Linda Blair is this badass.
Yeah.
Sort of, right? But she
Is she,
never
though?
really gets to be.
she
Right.
she hides during the first shootout. She like hides behind a post.
I think that's what annoys me so much about her. She acts tough, but when push comes to shove, she never really does anything. That's
Yeah,
all.
she can do that character because she's done it before in like Savage Streets, where she's been
Yeah.
like this total badass, and
Right.
I don't know why they didn't do it for her in this one.
What did you guys think of the kidnap sequence? Where they
It's
get
terrible. It's terrible.
They
Pick
get
up in,
thrown
like,
into
the-
The 18
van.
comes
the
by.
A-man with the machine gun and just shoots nobody. Put it away. Can you imagine? That's a risky kidnapping, don't you think?
very
Broad
risky.
daylight,
Oh yeah,
black van.
and I guess are they driving all the way to Central America then?
Hey,
Yeah.
this is how we're gonna pick you up for your death metal.
Well, in the
concert.
'80s, you're right. It's like a mile away.
AJ, it's time for Arcturus.
Oh, that'd be sweet.
Okay,
from the future.
so
We need your help for the water wars. It's like,
That would get me in.
so question: where are they going? Is it Mexico or
Well,
It's
that was
Central
my
America.
question.
Central America.
they
Because,
drove
uh,
through Mexico?
Yes.
On Google, it says they're in Mexico. It's the Mexican cartel, but I
According
wasn't.
to Google, it was
Nah.
Mexico, so that's why
Yeah.
the game is about Mexico.
oh,
We're gonna say
But
that
that's
We'll say
that's
Mexico.
clearly the Wild West, right? Look at
no,
that
that's
place.
clearly a
Look
soundstage.
at all the hay everywhere. There's so much hay.
It's like an old like Clint Eastwood
their
set.
hay budget was out
Yeah.
of control.
Out
Yeah.
of control.
I think it was all in the same lot, probably.
I think it was the same hay.
Probably.
They just moved.
Hey,
it.
The quick of the hay bales.
That's why I was so confused watching this. It's like, why is this a Western now? It just keeps switching.
It
over the
was
place.
weird.
Yeah.
Where did that one guy come from though? He looks so familiar, and I can't place where.
One
I've
is like
seen
looks
him.
like Bill Skarsgård.
No,
he was
which
in
one, the bad guy?
He's in Tremors.
okay, that's it, and something
he's-
else too, right?
He's in a bunch of stuff. He is
Okay,
in a bunch of
he's-
stuff. Yes.
I didn't look him up, but I was
Which
like, wow,
guy?
I remember this guy from a bunch
Yeah,
of
which
things.
guy?
The,
talking
the
about?
head guy from the bar in the yellow tank
Yeah.
top.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is this movie because like Red Dawn and movies like that came out where it's like college kids fighting all of a sudden?
Yes.
Because
Yeah, but then you have
That
the
was,
full
what, a year
nudity.
before
I
this?
don't know. It's a different audience.
slightly different audience, but I mean, it's like a B movie version of that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, let's
Kind
take
of. But instead of Ruskies invading, they're traveling to.
And it's wildly
Mexico.
racist a lot of times because they just
Yes.
go into Mexican towns and it's like all of a sudden
Just start shooting people.
shooting. Like there's
Yeah.
there's no regard for life at all in this movie. Like these college students are okay with just
So it's Chicago.
No,
we're
no.
saying.
murder and shit.
We get a touching scene with the mechanic where he's like, "We just killed somebody, man,"
yeah.
and he
I
tells
don't
him to
remember that at all.
grow a pair and shut up, and that's all of it. But
There you go.
There's
Fidel
that
Castro.
guy.
El
Esteban.
Guapo.
Poor Christy. She goes through so much shit in this movie.
really
just
does.
over and over and over again. They just brutalize
Let me
this
fix my
woman.
belt again
That's
for the
not what he's
18th
doing.
time.
Ugh.
Gross.
Yeah, it's that takes the fun out. And I know
It does, yeah.
I know like maybe at the time it wouldn't have, I guess, in the
I
80s
think it would
movies.
have.
But it changes the tone of the movie, which I mean all that stuff takes the fun out. Her being in the cage and stuff and being like brutalized and there's like that little
Naked,
person
yeah.
thing and I don't know, it's all weird. Like there's a way to do this almost exact storyline without exploiting her so much that would have kept the fun tone
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
that I feel like this movie takes too seriously sometimes. Like, what's Richard Lynch doing to that monkey? Like, can we just talk about that monkey? Like, why does he have a monkey? Why?
Flute.
It's one of the best
Why
parts of the
not?
film. Why are you complaining about that?
It has little camo pants.
It
Yeah, it
does.
It's cute.
And but it's so. That's what I'm saying. Like, 1 second this
That's
lady's
what
getting
these
raped
movies.
and
That's
stuff,
what these
and the
movies
next,
do.
I guess.
That's
They
how
rape
that's how
monkeys.
a lot of these movies are. It's just super exploitation elements filled with just goofiness and awfulness and
Yeah.
bad explosions, bad acting.
blow up the ground behind the Jeep.
Yes.
Yeah, well, someone you
gotta
gotta drive your
return-
car home from the
You
movie.
gotta
you know?
return the Jeep to the rental
Yeah.
agency.
He jumped off of there, so.
They
Can we
got
talk
Dave
about
Coulier.
And these characters are so stupid.
Right.
Oh, absolutely.
Because they're a bunch of Beverly Hills kids. Like Richard Lynch at one point is talking to Linda Blair, like, have you ever used a gun? And she's like, oh, one time I shot at the Beverly Hills Gun Club. And it's like, these are the people that have driven into over the Mexican border with their U-Haul full of weapons and are going to take out a cartel
With
by
zero
themselves.
experience.
The cartel are so scary. They literally, like, cut people's heads off while they're alive and,
And
shit
play
and film
soccer
them.
with them.
Yeah, and I'm like, I don't want to have anything to do. And I get they're trying to rescue their friend who nobody will help, but still, like
It's an
they're
election year, Chris.
It's election year.
it's an election year.
Can we get the ransom that they demand for this girl is $2.5 million, and that the senator reads something on TV?
A statement,
Right.
yeah.
Wouldn't they just pay that? That's not
They
that much
don't-
money.
But he
Negotiate with
introduced the
terrorists.
legislation.
Yeah, he
Spin.
can't go
It'll
against
ruin
it.
his
You're
career.
It's
acting
not
like politicians
negotiating.
aren't hypocrites all the time.
Dude, literally, Guillermo
They can
del
literally lie
Toro's.
about what they vote about now, and it's okay. It's socially acceptable.
Yeah, that's true. Guillermo del
She
Toro's
missed the vote on purpose, Aaron.
Yeah.
family was kidnapped by the cartel, and he had to pay a ransom. And I'm thinking,
Yeah.
All
Actually,
the
James
senator-
Cameron gave him money, right?
I think
Yep.
so, yeah. All the senator had to do was pay the ransom and negotiate like a little bit, and then there's no movie then. But it's Cameron Mitchell,
It's
and
Cameron
you know,
Mitchell.
he's got to sit in front of that fireplace.
at least make it like $100 million.
Yeah, something
Right.
crazy.
Something. What was the 80s? It's still a lot of money.
I do
is a
want
lot
to
of
talk
money.
about a very
like $6
specific
million
scene
today.
because
No, it was more than that.
it's
I
not
looked
that
it up,
much.
Aaron. It
Dude,
was
3 million in
6.4 million
1987. It's only
today.
like 50.
Okay, that's more than 6 million, Spin.
Dude, a senator is definitely good for that amount of money. Yeah, why? Oh my God, there's trouble in paradise. We're hearing this guy.
Aaron doesn't like
I'm getting
his
older
hay.
and more grumpy.
It's true. I didn't like all the horses in this movie and the way that they abused them
Okay.
That was her character trait. She was an equestrian.
because,
I didn't like all the horses in this movie.
dude,
Really?
these horses look freaked out the whole time.
I'm sure
Because
they
there's
were.
stuff blowing up right
are.
next to them.
And the one scene, I'm almost pretty sure a dude got trampled. And
Yeah, he
like,
did.
Good.
Like, look at this,
Probably.
right there, bam! Like,
He deserved it.
Not really. He's an actor, just doing what he's supposed to be doing.
He's
Yeah,
a
but
stunt guy.
you're saying they're
Memory
treating the
of
horses
Joe
poorly.
Smith.
There's that one scene where
yeah.
he jumps the horse over the Jeep and then it explodes. That was pretty cool.
Or they drop the
yeah.
bomb or the grenade or whatever.
What did
It
you
was
think
pretty
about
cool.
her escape attempt to fail, and then the next scene is them coming to rescue her? And like that's literally the next scene. She escapes and fails, and they rescue her. Like,
Yeah.
I thought she was
Interesting
going to make it
editing
with
choice.
the dwarf.
why didn't they just pick her up when she
Little
was
person.
escaping? Like that would have made
That
more
guy,
sense.
that guy did that just so he could stick his finger in her butt.
Excuse me? What?
What?
He did help her get on the horse a little
He
bit.
hoists her up, and if you watch that scene, his
the one not wearing
hair
underpants, Lindsay.
disappears.
Chris, you're gonna need to capture that and use that again.
Wait.
That's right up there with he's doing his moment.
This requires a pause while Chris finds that clip.
Hold on. I don't have that clip, but I'm going to pull up the movie. Because
Jesus.
I'm
Yeah,
telling
we gotta see
you.
this.
he fingers her
That was like
butt?
20 minutes left.
Watch where his hand goes.
Yes,
his
right
right,
near the
hand.
Well, they spent a lot of time with each other.
They did.
All right, where was this at?
It's like 20 minutes.
Way
from the
towards
end,
the end.
maybe. Yeah. The,
That's it. That's it. You passed it. You passed it.
It's after this.
Right here?
Yeah,
A little
right
bit
there.
more.
before the
A little bit
escape
more.
sequence. Yeah.
A little bit back. Before
God.
that, no! What are you doing? Oh my God! Here it is. Oh, it's right
Before
before
that.
that. moment.
Right before
this,
that.
This is
Yeah,
it.
they're having
This
this
is
fight
Okay.
scene.
it. Here we go.
He helps her get on the
This is
horse.
it.
Now
There we
watch this.
Ready to
Watch
pounce.
his
All right,
right hand.
little guy takes the woman, helps her on there.
He's helping her up.
Yeah.
I can't see anything.
Oh my God, that finger was up the butthole. Holy shit. He
But he
straight up
didn't, like,
fingered her
sniff it or
asshole.
anything afterwards.
Is it her fault for not wearing underpants?
Dude,
Spiv.
underwear pants were taken from her. And no, that none of that ever makes
That's
it
not
all right.
her fault.
Slippery. Those guys.
Or you're saying it was a mistake and it slid because of her,
I think
her
it was
oily skin.
just a product of the situation. Yeah.
He saw his shot. And he
Oh, what the hell?
That's going on.
We got to
this-
review the clip again, Chris.
No, I already turned it off. You sit here fucking. You know what you did. You know what you did. All right. There's no redeeming you from that. Yeah. So
I'm not sure who's worse,
A
the
little
person
person
that brought it
fingers
up
her
or the
butt,
one
and
that's-
then
Continuing to talk about it.
yeah. Okay. So
This is why
Lindsay
we
brought
get
it up because
canceled.
Lindsay noticed it, and Spiv defended it in some way, and that's where we're at.
I just think
I
it
didn't
was
even notice.
incidental.
Just don't ever
Yeah.
let Spiv help you get
Yeah,
on a
I-
horse. Okay.
I agree. I think it was incidental too. It might not even have been. It looks like it from that angle.
Incidental or
That little
accidental?
person did finger her asshole.
Well, both great.
And we don't know what kind of conversation happened. Maybe the lady was like, "Yes, finger my asshole," or not. We don't know.
could be.
I mean,
And I'm not here to pass judgment on
sometimes
any
you
of
just
that.
need that, I guess. That's fine.
Sometimes.
Don't yuck or yum.
Yeah. And I'm not here to pass any judgment on that. You like get your asshole fingered? That's you enjoy. You enjoy that. I think it's time to move on.
Was it Pat Benatar on the soundtrack?
No, that's
was it?
Linda
No,
Blair.
That's Linda Blair.
Yeah.
That's
Wow.
Linda
Yeah.
Blair. Yes.
Oh, and
Great
okay.
song.
Let's listen to a little of that
Yeah.
and get a palate cleanser from all the assholes. Call me. It's just a
Yeah,
it's just a
exactly.
Blondie ripoff,
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
dude. Blondie, so good.
Pretty good.
That's all I have to say.
Pretty good.
I didn't like the music. Okay,
Really? I thought it fit the movie really well.
It was 80s action music.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What's
I
wrong
thought.
with it?
Oh my god!
Is someone recreating
Keep
the
your
song?
fingers to yourselves.
I thought. I thought.
That's inappropriate.
I thought like the last 20-minute fight scene where it's just endless battle.
Yeah.
That's a shooting.
They just repeated that same
Mm-hmm.
song over and over.
Oh,
And at
that's
first I
fair,
liked
that's
it, but
fair.
like it got
Yeah.
so repetitive.
Yeah, that's fair.
But I did like this scene.
You know what? For the first time, I've got a really good feeling about things.
That was one of my
I
favorites.
love that.
That was
Shout out
good.
to every high school graduate. Like, feeling good about life?
Dude, that's like millennials, like summed
Right,
up.
exactly. For the first time-
That's like our life of millennials.
Right. I feel good about things.
I thought it was impressive they shot him through the helicopter door without breaking the door.
Yeah,
Exactly.
That's
no
true.
glass was broken.
That's pretty
Nothing somehow
impressive.
Through
magical.
his back.
Yeah.
I don't. Who knows?
Yeah.
And then
I saw
we
that one
have
coming.
we have the end death. Let's watch the end battle.
I just want you to see yourself die. Fat fuck.
This is
I'm
the
glad she
stupidest
took him
line.
out.
Well, there are only so many times that someone else could come back. Like,
yeah.
now she's
Right.
really all. Oh, nope, this
Yeah.
person's still
Deus
alive.
ex
Oh,
machina.
nope, that person's still alive.
They should have did
And
the
that-
classic, man. The helicopter blades and lift them
Yes.
up or something. That's how you end the movie.
It costs too much money.
That's the only time in this entire movie where someone ran out of bullets.
Yeah.
True. But
What
you
did
did
you
it
about
right.
that
Get
line,
jammed.
though? I just wanted you to see yourself die.
Nah, it was great.
You fat fuck.
I like the fat fuck. The fat fuck makes it. But no, you're right,
Chris.
Lindsay. Like she got her
She got her
revenge.
She got her-
revenge a
yeah,
little
her
bit.
justice.
Promise me,
in
since
some
I'm
ways.
dying first, promise me when I'm laying in the casket, you repeat that line.
Dude, Aaron, when you look like that, one picture of you,
You.
I'm gonna go up. I'm gonna touch your face while you're in the casket. And be like, "Rest well, you fat fuck." And shut the
No, it's
casket.
the whole line. The whole line.
Oh, okay. No, I would never do that.
But you need
Aaron.
to say it loud enough for your mother to hear.
Wait, my mom's who's like on dialysis is gonna
Yeah,
outlive Aaron.
hopefully.
Holy shit!
She'll still be around.
I mean, it's possible.
She'll be a cyborg by then.
Yeah, she's gonna get the chip.
Head in a jar. Yeah.
So yeah, I don't think this is on the same level of Lone Wolf McQuade.
No,
Oh no.
not nearly as good.
And did you ever see the movie? I know AJ has, called Zero Boys.
Oh, I've seen your review of it.
Yeah, so I got a lot of Zero Boys feeling from this thing as well, but this was also not as good as that. I don't know. It was fine, but very forgettable.
I think this is one of those 80s movies that it's best to watch with other people because
True, I
there's
can
so
see
much
that.
Yeah.
there's so much stupid shit or silly shit to talk about. It's more fun to talk about this movie, I think, than watching it by yourself. So if you have a group of people with you, it'd be a blast.
It's got the witchcraft factor.
Yes.
Does it?
Where it's like
Little bit.
witchcraft is really fun to talk about, but my God, watching those things
Oh,
sometimes,
that's fair.
Yeah.
it's like, what am I doing with my life?
Oh yeah.
But
is why
God,
we
I
should
can't
never
wait to
watch
watch
them again.
another one. I can't wait to watch another one.
So
Well,
close.
there's a wheel tonight. You never know.
Maybe we'll get
There's a
lucky.
wheel.
Aaron, shut the fuck up. You would never put witchcraft on your wheel.
It's just all witchcraft.
Oh, it's
The ones we've already watched.
It's only
That would be
one
the
about
best.
Noir.
That would be the best.
It's the noir one over and over again.
He wanted to end the podcast.
Dude, say what
there were
you
some
will, though.
great explosions
Yeah.
and a
Yeah,
guy
great.
on fire.
There was
Yeah.
one explosion.
No,
There was
there's
lots
a
of
lot.
explosions.
There was
Come on
little
now.
ones, the firework
Right,
grenades.
firework
No,
style.
there is like a half an hour at least of footage where it's just all out action sequences.
Mm-hmm.
Say what
Oh,
you will about like the low budget B movies nowadays. That
You're nowhere
like
getting anywhere
it
near
has
that.
changed. The
Yeah.
field has changed. This is still a ton of effort shot on film and stuff.
Yeah.
But
But remember, 3 years ago, that Roddy Piper movie where he blew up the whole front of the building.
Oh man.
Which movie was that?
I forget. It was like a pizza
Jungle
delivery guy
Grounds.
comes up.
something like
Was it
that.
Jungle,
Jungle
Ground?
Ground,
Maybe.
yeah.
Remember when
yeah.
Roddy Piper picks him up by the dick and throws him through the window?
Oh, man.
Oh, we got to get back to Roddy Piper.
Right.
There's some wrestling movie with Roddy Piper that we want to watch.
Sweet.
I have the closed captioning on too, which is it's always funny when you have the closed captioning on because it was during Chad McQueen's death scene when he jumps out of the limo and like goes guns a blazing at him and then he dies.
Chad
And
McQueen.
he says, you can hear him say, "I'm gonna fuck them up," but the closed captioning said, "I'm gonna fuck them."
It's Chad McQueen for you.
It's Chad
Probably on a
McQueen for
bender.
ya.
The only Chad McQueen movies I've seen is this, and now Or we watched one a couple years ago where he looked like he was on coke, like hardcore the whole time.
Oh,
It was like a newer movie, wasn't it? Like
Yeah,
from
it
the
was-
early 2000s.
No, I think it was older. Maybe
wasn't that new, but it was like 90s maybe.
I was like, ugh, he gives me bad vibes. He looks better in this movie, but still, he doesn't work for me.
He's like a budget Rico.
Yeah, he's like swarmy like that in some ways. And doesn't have the charm, like that Greco charm that when he... That kitty movie, which, god damn, that was a good movie. But
We should watch
anyways,
that too.
anything else with the Nightforce? Why is it called Nightforce?
Exactly.
They're
They don't come in. They don't even
nighttime.
go into the town at night.
No, they just sit around the fire.
Right,
Exactly.
they have the
This
flute
movie's
scene.
so
They
fucking
listen to the
stupid.
flute.
It's because they're
It's
forced to listen to the
hilarious.
flute at night.
Be night flute.
We don't shoot trees.
The night
Night
flutist.
flute.
I should get the
Night
night flutist.
Loudest.
All right.
That's kind of fun to say that word.
AJ, would you recommend Nightforce?
No, I'm not going to recommend it. I mean, I like bad action movies and stuff like that, but this really could not hold my attention. And the end was fun with the explosions, but you had to get through the whole movie just to get to that point. It's just,
It was an hour and 20 minutes.
yeah, it felt
27.
like 4 hours
longer.
to me. Yeah, I'm not going to recommend it. I can't.
Aaron.
I think if you're into this kind of movie, you like those kind of cheesy 80s fuck yeah kind of movies, you should watch it because it's just, it's very similar to a lot of other movies. It's definitely not my favorite that we've watched, especially in that sort of style of movie. But it has its good parts. It is just kind of, it's a little messy. Needs a little fine tuning to keep the action rolling.
Lindsay.
And by action, I mean more flouting.
Yes, I highly recommend this movie. It's got so much weird and bad stuff in it. Watch it with some friends. Richard Lynch is amazing in this. It's one of his my favorite performances of his. And then you can go watch the video that I did on this like 5 years ago on my channel.
Nice.
Watch the video on her channel. Lindsay, I don't know what's going on with you, but you're like chopping out.
Yeah,
or something.
you are.
Yeah, I keep seeing the buffering. It'll blink out and I'll see the buffer.
Do you have like
So
other windows open or anything? Sometimes it's
No.
like,
It's called
I don't
Iowa.
have-
Your husband needs to stop streaming.
my
his Roku.
Iowa internet.
tell your husband, hold out on the porn for a little bit longer.
Jesus Christ.
Jeez.
He's got
a man.
to pedal a little harder on the internet machine.
It's Iowa, not
kidding.
fucking Cambodia. What the hell, man?
Well, you know what? I saw on Lindsay's Facebook that her husband's now doing podcasts, and I have to question why
He did a podcast.
why she
That's
hasn't
cool.
said we're gonna bring him on to do an episode.
No.
Why? He was fun. I listened to like half of the podcast, and he
No,
was cool.
he's really good, but no, he don't need to be on here.
Maybe we should just do
Oh my god! You know what that
All of our
means? Is she
significant
doesn't want to
others do it
introduce him to
She's
us because she's
embarrassed.
embarrassed by us.
We're her secret
makes sense.
friends.
Oh my god, we're the secret friends.
You guys have seen him. He's poked his head in several times.
I
and
know.
said hi, so
Look at how she
still wanted to have the
deflected that.
conversation.
That was so
That was a
good.
good pivot. Very good pivot.
Yeah,
Very good pivot. I get it.
I feel the same way about
No,
myself.
if I- if
It's like high school all
When I-
over again.
when I come visit all you guys at some time, hopefully in the near future, I'll bring him with me and you can meet him then.
That sounds good. We'll get him some MREs.
He'd love it.
Rebecca.
I'm gonna recommend it if you watch it with other people. Don't sit down and watch this movie by yourself because it's going to be boring. But with other people, it'll be fun.
Speaking of other people, Spiv.
Yeah, I'll recommend it, but I like don't expect like missing an action level quality
Oh,
here.
wow.
This is
No.
like C tier 80s action movies, but it was still fun, and it's an hour 20 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's pretty consistently like filled with that kind of stuff. It's just if you're in the mood for it. I was semi in the mood for it, so some of it worked, but it's fine. I'd recommend it if you want an 80s action jam. This'll do it for you.
It's got the
Nightforce.
3Ds.
It's on the Roku
what?
channel. It's a reason to download that app. 'cause
Gotta
one
get
else-
another app.
The
Boobs,
Roku
bombs,
channel.
You
Buttholes?
can watch it on
Buttholes.
the webpage, guys.
Blood and bullets.
If you're gonna be getting that, you can get Pluto and
I would say,
Maybe.
Lindsay, there's no blood in this movie, but there is butthole fingering. So boobs,
That's
butthole
true.
fingering, and
That's
bullets.
true.
It
He
needed
does,
some
like-
more explosions.
He does interrogate that one guy with a knife, but we don't get to see it.
Hey, here goes.
What is happening?
Did you hear that noise too? It played the guitar when it fell.
Oh,
It scared the shit out of me. I thought someone was
It's
next to me.
angry.
He's angering.
I think it is haunted
These
now.
guys.
Oh my god.
Why was there a little person in this movie? Like, why?
Because reasons.
and that's,
Ladies.
that's Brown
Ladies,
Tom
yeah.
from Legend.
Is it really?
Ah, he looked familiar.
Interesting.
That's cool.
Legend's pretty good.
Yeah.
Love Legend.
All right. Is that it? Any alternate titles?
Had a
No.
good one.
Yeah, we need to get back into that. Will you have a good one?
We should do that again.
Rebecca
That's
said
fun.
Night Flute.
Yeah, we need to get back into the. That's good. We need to get back into
That great Bob Seger song, Night Flute.
Working on the night flute.
All right, let's move on and play a game. Here we go.
Game time, baby.
Your theories are the worst kind of arguments, right? Your methods are sloppy, your conclusions are highly implicit. Shall we play?
All right, let's get into Mexico. So first, you had a chance there to see them. How many states make up Mexico?
13.
26.
14.
12.
There are 32.
Wow. I
Oh,
didn't know
wow. That
Oh,
many.
there's some tiny ones in there.
Yeah, there's Mexico City itself counts as a state as well. Yeah.
There's that
That's
dog
cool.
that Viggo Mortensen movie.
Yeah, that was going to say that too. It's the only thing I recognize.
Speaking of Mexico City, in what year did it become the capital?
1922.
1914.
1784.
It was 2016.
Oh, no way.
Wow, that looks
Yeah.
really nice.
What was the capital
was-
before?
So it's the District Federale, but it included Mexico City, but
Okay.
everybody just
Ah.
said
It's like a
it was
larger
Mexico
space.
City, but
Yeah.
it wasn't.
It's like DC.
So in
okay.
2016, they officially made it Mexico City.
Oh, that's cool.
I'd go there. It looks nice.
Yeah.
There's lots of cool Aztec stuff there too, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was their
That's
capital.
cool.
What country's people make up the largest group of immigrants to Mexico? Is it
At this
Guatemala, the United States, Canada, or Nicaragua?
Pretty soon it's going to be the United States, but
Guatemala?
yeah. I think so.
Canada.
That's a good
Immigrants, I
question.
would say Guatemala.
Yeah, maybe Guatemala.
It's the United States. And there are more U.S. immigrants in Mexico than there are Mexican immigrants in the United States.
That's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah. But
How did they get over
We
the
are such
wall?
idiots.
Take that, Marjorie.
You're allowed to leave the U.S.
yeah.
They didn't finish the wall, Spiv.
Can we send her there,
If you
please?
go 6 feet to the left of the wall,
Yeah.
there's a hole.
Do you ever see those videos
a
of how easy it is to
catapult?
scale the wall?
Those,
It's amazing.
It's amazing to watch people climb
Some
those
places
things.
you can walk through the bars.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, some of you might be able to.
Oh my god.
The U.S. has 47 UNESCO sites. How many does
Man.
Mexico have?
Wow.
Like
well,
89.
I don't know what a UNESCO site is, so I'll
That's
say
pretty crazy.
seven.
Yeah, it's like a World Heritage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like there's an example of one of Mexico's.
I'm going to say Mexico's
Statue
getting
of
They
Liberty.
have
shafted
to
on
have
this.
hundreds because there's so much. down
Yeah, but they're
there.
probably getting
Mexico.
shafted, so I'm going to say 32.
Yeah, but that's a question, so it's going to be more than 47, right? So
121.
89.
35.
I was close.
It's trick.
Yeah.
There's some cool shit down there, too.
There is. One of their UNESCO sites is agave fields.
Really?
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's pretty cool.
Mexico is home to the world's smallest what? Lake, desert, volcano, or isthmus?
Aaron said penis.
Excuse you. I did not say that.
Yeah, but you snickered.
Desert.
And that's what it
I didn't
meant.
snicker at all. Somebody else did.
I heard somebody snicker and that
That's
made me
spin.
laugh.
That's
So.
ridiculous.
It was just Chris.
I'm gonna say
Probably volcano.
Volcano.
Desert.
I'm gonna say Ifmouth.
No, the whole like
It's a
Yucatan
Christmas
Peninsula is a desert, isn't it?
Christmas
The
of
whole
Panama.
Mexico's a desert.
I know. Isthmus. I don't even know what that is.
Isthmus.
I honestly
I've
don't know
seen
what
Breaking
isthmus
Bad.
An
is.
And the
isthmus
whole
is a
Mexico
small piece
is a
of land
desert.
connecting two larger pieces of
Well,
land.
it's pretty small.
I saw Traffic, and Del Toro was driving
Yeah.
in a desert.
And that was a badass movie.
It is the world's smallest volcano. There it is.
Oh, look at that.
It's so
Aw.
cute.
It's 43 feet tall and
Wow.
it's dead.
Does that
So you
count
can
as a
actually
volcano?
you go up the steps and then
Yeah.
there's spiral steps where you can go inside it.
That's
too.
so cool.
That's a
Yeah.
that's
What if
a
it shoots?
volcano.
What if
That
it
should be
shoots
it.
its...
That's what's on
Magma.
Chris's chest right now.
That should be an Airbnb.
Hey Doc, I think I got a Quexocomate Comate on my chest.
I hope it's not 43 feet tall.
What, is it not filled with magma anymore?
So it's
It's a dead volcano.
It's called rock.
So it's a rock.
That's lame.
Yeah.
It's not a volcano.
Which of these was not invented in Mexico? Oral contraceptives, color television, mail service, or chewing gum?
Mail.
Mail service.
Color television.
Not invented. Color
Not
You say
TV.
mail service, you're talking about like letters and stuff, right?
Yes.
Men. Okay.
Color TV.
Color
MAIL.
TV was German.
Color TV.
Yeah. Color TV. Color TV.
Mail service.
Really?
All the rest were invented in Mexico.
I saw the Postman, and now I have no idea.
Yeah, that's why I thought about the postman. That's why I said that.
Kevin Costner ruining everything again.
The Xoloshincle is the national what of
pronounce
Mexico?
that?
Oh,
Dog.
the
Is
dog.
it the national dog, tree, bird, or dish?
I'm gonna go with tree since there's a bunch of trees and cactuses and cacti in the photo.
It's that evil looking dog with no
Yes,
hair.
it's the hairless.
It's a bird. It's a bird.
The El Cooper.
It's like a jackal.
I'm gonna go.
It's a chupacabra.
Chupacabra. That's it.
Oh my god. Canceled. We'll get
It
canceled.
is the dog.
Oh, they're cool.
Well, they look so
They are
cool.
very pretty. They have
Yeah, they're from Aztec times. You can get them
Wow.
apparently in small, medium, and large sizes. So small, they're like Chihuahua size.
Small,
Large.
medium, and large.
Super
Super
Just
cool.
place your orders, people.
I'd probably order a medium sized one.
You're not
You
gonna
order one on
supersize it?
Amazon.
Yeah, fries with that.
I'd take one of those. They're cool.
Yeah.
Cool looking.
They wouldn't shed.
That was a
Nope.
great
That's
game.
true.
Good game, Rebecca.
job.
Time. We're on to listener feedback.
I suggest we read some listener feedback, sir.
Make it so, number one.
Emails. You tiny little emails. You precious little emails. Where are you?
Last week we checked out Pungo, A Witch's Tale.
Hell
Joe
yeah.
McDonald. Philip Cook's filmography is so far is just plain amazing.
Right?
Cook
That's
is
what we're
fucking
saying.
awesome.
I mean,
Of
he's
the-
a great, cool guy for sure.
He seems like it. Of the three films I've seen, this is the weakest, but it still stands head and shoulders over a lot of other movies with high budgets. IMDb said this movie was made for $9,000.
Wow.
That's
Wow.
insane.
That's crazy.
Give this
And I've
man $1
been-
million and a group of amazing actors and see what he can do.
I think I liked the fantasy witch element of this movie, the more horror side of Philip Cook. The other stuff, while like what was
Despiser
Despiser?
was a little bit of horror.
It's like a religious
A little
epic.
bit.
Awesome, and so was the sci-fi one
But I feel like those two were more sci-fi feeling
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
This was a little more grounded in fantasy.
Well, there was some sci-fi with the black hole thing. But
Yeah,
it
they
was like
justified They Philip cooked it, yeah,
they did.
which is a little burnt, but still great. It still tastes good.
So you're saying he overcooked it? Let's see here. Rand Mc5362, which is
Oh my god.
What the fuck, Rand McWoman?
so. As a lifelong resident of Virginia, I can confirm that this movie's 100% accurate. We are full up on witches down here.
Does he live in
you
Pungo?
can't turn. I hope he does.
We're
I
going
mean,
to
you can't
visit
turn
him.
around without hitting one most days. I can also confirm that just like the movie, the state is 90% green screen.
Makes sense.
I've been through Virginia.
I've been there plenty of
driven
times.
through
I
that.
can't say I've seen a lot of green screens, but maybe it's just that good.
I've driven straight through that state many times.
Yeah.
No, I stayed at the
Eastern
Shenandoah Valley. It's
side
beautiful.
and the west
It's
side.
gorgeous.
Yeah, Shenandoah is great. So is Virginia Beach.
Hmm?
Jamie. Wait, did you land on my movie and discover it was beyond reproach? No.
That doesn't sound like him typing.
No, I know. It's too nice sounding.
Yeah. Reproach? That's not a word Jamie uses.
Jamie doesn't know that word. Continue.
You
What
spelled
else
it
did he
right,
say?
too. That's it. That's all
Oh,
I
he left a
said.
comment
He
underneath
said-
it, Spiff.
He said, no.
No, he left another comment.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did. God.
It got deleted
One
because
day
it
Is
was
it on a different
horribly
movie
racist.
then? Was it?
One day you'll be able to use the internet.
Well,
Keep going,
that's
I'll
all I
find it.
see, man.
Good thing you're a director
Ian.
of IT or whatever.
Ian. I'm not a doctor of IT.
Doctor?
I'm a scientist. Ian says, there's been a fair number of references to Hard Rock Zombies in 3-year bands lately. I'll point out in my defense that I also came up with the name for Gulai and programmed it and booked the guests.
That's
Just
fair,
saying.
but you didn't make the theme song.
The problem I have with Ian's comment is I know he's like 3 or 4 episodes behind.
So that's usually how it is, right?
So like I'm interpreting the comment like 3 or 4 episodes behind.
I do think we
and it
need to
makes
get
it-
Ian back on. It's been a long time.
It's been
earned-
3 years, right?
It's been 3 years.
When did we do Hard Rock Zombies? Was that 2020?
You know, July's coming up soon. We could
No,
do
he
July
was on.
part 2.
He was on way more recent than that. He was on.
Yeah, he
that one
was.
Indiana
We were off for the.
Jones, like-
Weren't we off for the movie he was on?
That was like a year and a half ago.
Gosh, it
was
felt
recent
like yesterday.
in
He
terms of
hasn't, been on,
podcasting.
he hasn't been on the podcast in a long
Dude,
time.
we haven't had anyone on the podcast. We haven't had John Dunning on for a long time. We haven't had Stefan on. We haven't had Ian on. That's everybody.
Yeah,
When you get the best all-star crew here, it's
hard to.
It's been-
Yeah,
But when are you going to stop showing up
it's
again?
hard to sit on the bench, right? Yeah, like go
Hey,
serious.
I have
I'm
seen
just
like
kidding.
3 movies in a row here.
I know. I'm proud of you.
Finally, Taylor Ann has an alternate title for Pungo. A Journey to the Center of the Wormhole. Speaking of wormholes,
Yeah,
oh,
see?
Templar Nation, he was on that
Yeah.
episode?
That's right.
Yeah, that was like a year and a half ago or whatever.
No. Well, then
Yeah,
the
'cause I
band,
wasn't
the band
on it.
continues.
Dude,
He violated his parole.
He didn't choose Templar Nation.
he did not
That
choose
does- we
it.
can't hold
He
that against
simply
him.
showed up and discussed it.
Can't we?
All right, fine, we can. Fine. Ian, sorry, you got another 3 years, buddy. In 2026, we can talk.
I miss Ian. We need to get him back.
He can be on next week. What are we watching, Aaron?
No, he can't be on next week.
You got to
We're gonna
spin
have
the
7
wheel
people.
first.
Birthday wheel.
We're not gonna have
Coming
7
up,
people
yeah.
on.
We can have 7 people and it'll work.
No, it's crazy talk. Is that it, Spiff?
That's all the comments we got,
Oh,
Chris.
all right. Thanks,
There's-
thanks.
Jesus.
Are you
There's
gonna
no,
write that
there's
down?
no
Intersections.
mystery
Can you
racist
get a little
comment from-
smoother
from
with the
Jamie.
transition there,
Yes,
son.
Spiff, a little bit more.
My transition was
Spin the wheel.
No, you have to say, if you want to leave your comment, go to
if
the
you want to have me read your comment on the YouTubes, you have to comment down here.
It's an open job, everybody.
Oh my god! I can't believe we banned Ian. Not Spiff. All right, no, that was good, Spiff.
Not too late
I'm
for a
just gonna
3-year ban for
Just wait
Spade.
for my birthday wheel, guys.
It's
boy.
January. We
Oh,
got a long way to
boy.
go.
You want to borrow my plane, Will Spiff? I'm just saying.
All right, Aaron, what do you got? Can you share your
I guess
screen?
I
Can you share your...
got to present here.
Yep.
And I just share screen. And I want to do the. Oh crap! Which one though?
Oh, there's
Do
multiple
you have
wheels.
multiple wheels?
Oh,
Well, I couldn't figure out how to do it at first. So okay, here we go.
His wheel is
There's no
just
pictures.
as shitty as mine was.
Yes, and there's ads on it.
he's making money from his
It
wheel.
might be worse.
Can we veto this wheel already?
Yeah, I
wait,
think it's
just
pretty
wait.
funny. I
Just
think it's
wait.
pretty funny. I think it's
Just
pretty
are
funny.
you ready?
It's gonna get
Yeah.
stuck.
Wait, Aaron, before you
Just
spin,
all not
What's
a
on
witchcraft?
here?
Oh,
for the
No, it's
audio
a witchcraft
listeners.
movie.
but
Right here.
not.
A witchcraft.
Okay, so for the
not.
audio listeners,
Yeah.
what does the wheel say?
It says not a witchcraft movie, and then it does say a witchcraft movie, but not in brackets.
Okay, now let's spin. There's 6 selections. Here we
There's
go.
various advertisements playing because it's in an incognito window, and my ad block's not running. So we're going to go ahead and spin this shit. Oh, surprise. It's not a witchcraft movie.
Not a witchcraft.
So when is
Okay. Well, that's where this gets more complicated.
Okay, so
Bring up the next
Do
wheel.
another
All right.
wheel.
Yep.
So there's not a witchcraft movie wheel?
Share screen. Hold on.
for the
Just
inception, the birthception.
This time.
Oh, okay.
We got a wheel.
All right.
All right, so we have a few movies here. We have Drive
the
Hard.
Mangler.
We have The Mangler.
This is
I've been
a
on
great fucking wheel.
Stephen King short story kick lately, so I thought that'd be a great one to add.
It's horrible.
It's awful, but it's really fun in an awful way.
Yes.
We have Brain Dead,
Nice.
which is both Bill Pullman and Bill Paxton, which
Yeah,
sounds
you get
amazing.
to pull them and then you get to
double
pack them.
bills.
You get to pull and
Wow,
Pax at the
Aaron,
same
you did
time.
some work on this.
And then we've got Rutger Hauer. We need a Rutger Hauer power
we
hour.
do.
so-
We do.
we've
Yeah,
got-
we do.
I deleted the bumper.
Yeah.
Really? Wow.
We don't have
All
a
right.
Rucker Hour or Power Hour bumper anymore. We need
Are you
a new
guys
one.
ready for the birthday?
If it,
wheel?
Aaron,
Let's
Let's
wait,
do it.
Aaron,
What?
if it lands on Rucker Hour, you are responsible for a new Rucker Hour Power Hour bumper.
Oh, I don't
next
have time
week.
for that shit.
Okay, fair enough. Let's do it.
All right, ready?
Spin it.
I kind of wish it's Rutger Hauer just because
I kind of wish
miss
it's the
him.
Mangler.
the Mangler is so
Mangler.
bad.
I've never
It's
seen
so
it.
Yeah,
bad.
Drive Hard looks
It's
really
so
good.
horrible.
It's
It's
so
about a
bad.
laundry machine, right?
I want
Yes.
some Cusack on this show.
An industrial iron press.
Yep. It's
Spin
fun
that
though.
shit. Mango.
Brain dead.
Jesus Christ, Mike.
All right, so we got to watch the trailer then for this. Are you
You
ready?
sound thrilled.
Dude, we've been talking about Brain Dead
We have.
since like the second season, second year of Bad Movie Night. It's
Yeah.
been like 5 years ago.
Are you ready?
That's cool.
Right.
I'm
do it.
super excited for it.
Hold on, I got to share again. Wait,
I got
there
it.
we go.
I got you.
Ready? Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Make
You
it
ready?
full screen.
Dude, now on Blu-ray.
Fuck me. Oh, so good. Oh my god, there's brains in jars.
Every little floating thing.
There is a limit,
Whoa.
even to the imagination.
Halsey's working on something big. Cornerstone technology.
Paxton and Pooh.
So many
good.
films.
Stop it.
Where
Stop
our
it.
So
greatest
many
Pause this.
films.
Pause it.
Oh, look
Pause
at
it.
the good that is.
Stop this.
Whoa. This looks really good.
This looks fucking amazing, Aaron.
Okay. That's
This is
all
way
we're going to
better
show.
than Lindsay's bullshit she made us watch.
I love how everyone's just forgotten about my Air Force 2 and they're on Lindsay now.
I'm teasing, Lindsay. Your bullshit was fine. I'm teasing.
Oh, man.
Aaron, can we watch this movie anywhere? Or
I
Do
forgot
I have to
look it up,
download
actually.
another app?
Hold on.
is this from 1992? Or
It's
no?
to
it's-
download
Something like
Quibi.
that. It's. I
Prime
think it's
Video.
on Tubi, isn't it?
Just got George.
What's it
Kennedy
called?
on
Brain Dead?
It's on
Brain
Tubi.
Dead.
Brain Dead.
Nice.
1990.
Perfect.
1990.
Good.
Perfect. Yeah.
Dude,
We're in.
good pick. Good pick, Aaron.
I think
I'm
so.
excited for
I
this.
think so.
Too.
I was excited
is
for all the
exciting.
movies on the wheel.
Yeah, you picked some really good stuff.
They were
Yeah.
all
Thanks.
solid looking.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. That's gonna do it. Yes, it's the alternate title for Dead Alive. That's gonna do it for this week's episode on the Night Force. If you enjoyed it, go to the iTunes, leave a mother goddamn review, and we will read it on
Have
the
we,
show.
have we gotten any? I haven't checked in a
Leave
while.
a
I don't- I haven't
comment
checked, actually.
on the YouTube.
Leave a
guys.
comment.
Like,
Help us out.
subscribe.
It's been
1 week since we looked at that.
we asked of you.
Did we
to do
read the one
something.
from Matthew Heckman on March?
What was that?
I don't know. I
March.
think we did. Yeah, I feel like we've did.
Okay.
It was like a nice one.
It was about witchcraft and stuff.
So that's it. That's it. We're done. We're moving on. Next week, Brain Dead 1990. You're going to catch it on Tubi. And we will catch you here next week. Guys, good.
Bad Movie Night Podcast. 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 We hope you enjoy listening to Bad Movie Night.